Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
Good morning, I'm Eric Lufer.
And I'm Nicole Brady with the latest from Denver 7.
Take a look outside. The snowy roads right now up in the high country, heavy snow falling there. There were some major accidents earlier this morning causing some major backups. Right now, still a lot of snow, and look at this. This could be to blame for a jackknife semi-truck and down Junction exit near the Eagle Vale area. That's on the west side of the pass. So be careful if you're headed up to the high country for your long weekend.
Let's get over to Lisa now from your First Alert Weather Center, how this is affecting the mountains and the metro.
The metro, not much. Yeah, we've got a little bit of cloud cover this morning, and we'll be under a mostly cloudy sky, but we could see some light snow down across the plains today by midday. That could make the roads wet for the evening commute, but as you head west, that's where you're going to find the snow-packed, icy conditions today, and pretty dangerous driving, as you saw there, along I-70. Take a look at Futurecast, and again, here by about midday, we'll see a rain-snow mix, that cold front racing across the plains, upper 30s this afternoon, gusty northerly winds, and some wet roads for the evening commute. Totals are likely going to be at about a trace to maybe an inch on some of the grassy surfaces down south there along the Palmer Divide, potentially a little bit more. But again, overall, this is not going to be a lot of moisture for us here in town. It's going to be the mountains that'll get over a foot of snow west of the Divide. In fact, close to about 18, maybe even 20 inches as you get over spots like Rabbit Ears Pass and then down in and across southwestern Colorado. But skies will clear out by Saturday morning. We're going to be in the 20s early tomorrow morning, and then a pretty nice afternoon. Sunny skies, 47 for a high, and then 52 on Sunday. Now we'll start to see a little increase in cloud cover because there's another cold front swinging through on Monday. That one could bring a little more accumulating snow to Denver, and by early Tuesday it's going to be colder. Could see some icy conditions and 30s, you guys, for really most of next week.
All right, Lisa, thank you. Today is the final day of negotiations between Denver Public Schools and the Teachers Union ahead of a teacher vote tomorrow.
The union will either cast a vote to approve a new contract or go on strike. Earlier this morning, we sat down with DCTA President Henry Roman and Superintendent Susana Cordova to ask about the negotiations. They agreed there have been some positive steps taken, but they expect a long day of negotiations ahead.
DPS math, so it's hard to figure out. But I think we're getting closer in terms of the structure of the salary schedule, and that's promising. So I'm looking forward for a constructive, positive day.
So we're definitely getting closer. We do think there are a few things that are really important to us that we want to make sure that we maintain. And one of those is a focus on equity. During the superintendent search, we heard loud and clear that our community is deeply concerned about our achievement gaps, and we want to make sure that we continue to incentivize our teachers to work in our highest poverty schools.
If no deal is reached today, the union will vote tomorrow on a possible strike. The soonest that could begin is January 28th. It's possible the district could ask the state to intervene, which could delay a strike by as much as 6 months. Today, we'll learn which applications have been submitted to take over control of the Adams 14 school district. After years of low test scores and low attendance, the state ordered the district to find an outside group to take over.
Today, we will be sure to follow up with Greeley Police with several unanswered questions about an off-duty Adams County deputy shot during a pursuit through Weld County. We brought this story to you as breaking news yesterday on Denver 7 News at 6. Greeley Police say this started on Highway 85 in Platteville with a chase of two cars reaching 90 miles per hour. Neither car pulled over for more than 10 miles. After the deputy's personal vehicle, a Toyota 4Runner, stopped, police say something happened, causing a LaSalle police officer to shoot that off-duty deputy. The other driver was later found but not arrested. That deputy has not been named, but we do know he is in critical condition. We also know he was in a personal car not wearing a uniform. We still don't know if this was a chase or drag racing or whether the deputy had identified himself. Police have also yet to release details about the shooting itself and what led to it.
A Denver resident is counting their blessings having to be rescued from this apartment that burst into flames overnight. This happened near DU at Iliff and University. The Red Cross is helping people in 3 units who were displaced. Nearly 6 months since 2 people were tragically killed in a Westminster apartment fire. Police are now offering a $2,000 reward if you have any information on the person who may have intentionally set this fire. This broke out at the Westbury apartment complex in July. Contact police if you have any information.
A tragic crash that killed a southern Colorado deputy, a woman, and her little baby back in December was caused by that female driver. A new update from State Patrol finds the woman was both drunk and high on painkillers when the crash happened. Pictures from the scene show how tragic this was. Investigators say 23-year-old Taylor Roybal had a BAC twice the legal limit and was going 96 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone with her 1-year-old son in the car. The report says she lost control, crashing into Los Animas County Deputy Matthew Moreno head-on. All 3 were killed in the crash.
How safe do you think the food is in your fridge or pantry? Just this morning, Purdue is recalling these Simply Smart organic chicken nuggets for fear of wood pieces being in them. That's just the latest food recall we've been reporting. In 2018, hundreds of people were sickened by salmonella in beef and E. coli in romaine lettuce. Colorado's Public Interest Research Group says more needs to be done to ensure our safety. The group will release its How Safe is Our Food analysis today. It looks at how many people in Colorado have been impacted by recent recalls and how common these recalls have become. The bottom line is they want changes to our food safety system.
And we should also just have a basic way to trace an ingredient from farm to fork. We want to know if there's a problem with an ingredient at any step of the process. We can not only pull that ingredient, but pull all the products that that ingredient has.
CoPERG also wants limits on bacteria in the water being sprayed on crops. The list will release its findings and recommendations at 11 this morning.
Early next week, we expect to learn just how effective Centura Health's new alternative to opioid program is. It started on December 1st. The program connects 17 hospital emergency rooms with a goal of decreasing opioid use. It's meant to find alternative forms of pain management instead of doctors just prescribing opioids, which could lead to overdoses.
We're learning one skier has died and another is in critical condition after an avalanche at a New Mexico ski resort. Rescue crews had to dig the 2 men out after they were buried near the highest peak at Taos Ski Valley. Ski officials are investigating what triggered the avalanche. The resort says it detonated explosives on that peak just a few hours earlier Thursday morning to reduce the risk of an avalanche, and they even delayed the opening of that lift.
This morning, an 87-year-old grandma is home recovering after a robbery outside a Wheat Ridge Dollar Tree store left her with several broken bones. Patricia Scott said she was going to the store a couple weeks ago when a man stole her purse and dragged her as he ran away. She broke her elbow and several ribs. Patricia is still in a lot of pain but wants to thank the police and community for helping.
Hope he can be helped, you know, be rehabilitated, and but mainly get off of the streets.
Police arrested the suspect, Contarius Alexander. A Denver 7 viewer tipped off police after watching our initial story about the robbery.
Today, the A-Line is celebrating a milestone. It's the 1,000th day of service. This morning, RTD is showing some appreciation for its riders with free donuts and coffee at the Central Park station. It hasn't been a completely smooth ride for the train to the airport. The A-Line still has problems with some of its software, like the timing of crossing arms, which is why you still see flaggers out along the tracks. RTD says it's working with Denver Transit partners to fix that.
Tomorrow, for the 3rd straight year, millions of people worldwide take part in the annual Women's March. Tens of thousands of people have converged on Denver Civic Center Park each year. This year's march has an X in the title to include many groups.
Everybody is invited to the Women's March. We welcome everyone. We welcome all genders on all spectrums to come and join us. Families, children, husbands, wives, brothers, sisters. We welcome everyone to march with us on Saturday.
Tomorrow, there is a pre-rally speaker at 9 at Civic Center Park. 10:30 is the march and a post-rally event at 11:45. We have all the information you need to know on thedenverchannel.com.
And then on Monday, many of you will be off for the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, and thousands of people will walk in the annual parade through Denver. The theme of this year's event is We Cry Freedom. This is a huge march every year with 70,000 people expected to come out for the parade and march. This is a look at the route from Denver's City Park to Civic Center Park near our Capitol. Marchers will go down Colfax, so you can expect some road closures Monday. A ceremony will happen at 9 at City Park, with the march and the parade scheduled to start at 10:45 Monday morning.
This morning at 10, tickets go on sale to the general public to see Billy Joel at Coors Field for their summer concert. Tickets will be on sale on livenation.com for the August 8th show. We don't know exactly how much tickets will start at this morning, but American Express users were able to get tickets on Monday, and those are already showing up on third-party sites. On StubHub, we found several tickets for less than $100 a piece. with the highest topping out at nearly $1,500. We're going to see a really spectacular sight in the sky tonight, well, come Sunday, and it sounds like something out of a movie.
Yeah, a scary movie, definitely. This Sunday is the super blood wolf moon eclipse. Sounds eerie. Super means it's the closest point the moon is to the Earth. Wolf is the name of the January full moon, and we asked an expert to explain why it's called a blood moon.
The moon becomes completely eclipsed. The only light that reaches it is a reddish light that gets filtered by the atmosphere of the Earth, and that reaches the lunar surface, so it gives it a dark red look during the totality of the eclipse.
The partial eclipse will start at 8:33 p.m. Sunday. The total eclipse will start at 9:41, and it lasts until 10:54.
Oh. And we want to get back with Lisa here. How does the super blood wolf moon eclipse viewing look for us?
For the plains and for the metro area, so far so good, but we are tracking a cold front on Monday. So ahead of that front, Sunday night, the mountains are going to see some snow. You're likely not going to be able to see much of anything in the high country, but down across the plains, it'll be partly cloudy. Let's hope those clouds hold off, you guys, a bit on Sunday evening. A few clouds, though, could make it look even creepier.
All right, Lisa, thank you. Thanks. This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update.
Thanks for watching. Check back here later for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great day.